Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Coach Alberta.
Good evening. I think I can't see you for some reason.
Really?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
what happened?
I'm here. We are live.
Okay.
You might want to probably try clicking on your media. Media.
My screen is totally blacked out.
Really? So it's your
Yeah,
computer. But we can see you live.
okay.
We can actually see you and we can hear you.
All right. That's more than enough.
So, yeah, so you are coming through. Apologies that your screen went black. Do you want us to end this and come back again or
No, that's okay.
yeah, sure.
That's okay. I'll watch myself on Facebook Live.
On your okay, go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening. While you just prepare yourself there, I'm just gonna say good evening, guys. Welcome to a very, very, I don't know, I'm excited about this live today. I've got Coach Alberta in the building. Apologies, that's what happens. It's technology.
That's okay. I'll watch myself
She
on.
cannot see us. But we can see her. She's clear. We can see her screen. Everything is good. Please, 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 you're welcome to drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We're so excited to hear from you. Today, we have a very, very, I would say, informative topic, and it might be beneficial to some of you. But before we divulge into it, I'll just quickly introduce myself, and then I'm going to ask Coach Alberta to look into the screen and also introduce herself as
Okay.
well. I know. But quickly, I'll say my name. My name is Rujeko. I originally come from Zimbabwe, but I'm based here in Melbourne, Australia. I am a mom of two, and as a profession, I work as a registered nurse, and I am a very, very proud digital business owner. Alberta.
Thank you, Rujeko. Good night to you from the other side of Melbourne. It's Coach
Yes.
Alberta here. So good to have you tonight, and thank you for coming on board for a little chit chat as well in the background. But anyway,
Yes.
my name is Alberta. I'm an Islander girl. I come from a beautiful island in Bougainville, Papua New Guinea, and I have been in the business for the last 4 years. I love my journey, and this journey has really built my personal development, my mindset, and just time freedom. And now today I am my own boss as well, just because of this business and things are sinking in. Like reality is hitting me that it's actually true that you're working for yourself now.
Mm,
It's still unbelievable, but I'm just grateful.
mm.
I have I have an accounting and nursing background, and do I want to go back to that? I don't think so. Thank you.
Mm. Oh no, that's it's really I think I'm gonna sidetrack a little bit and I'm just gonna talk about the Gather and Grow event.
Yeah.
I think it was an honor, by the way, to meet you for the third time. I think we are becoming more like family now,
Yes. We
you
are.
know, so it really feels good. But I must say that event kind of like hit it home for most of us who are your mentees. And I would even say, even for yourself. I
Yes.
think what was so inspiring and what changed my perspective of you as well as a coach was seeing the reaction from business partners all around the world. And I think there were about 400 people, and it was amazing to see how many business partners. I'm not talking of people we don't know, I'm talking of people who are already doing the business. It was so amazing to see how you have actually inspired them, because they have been following you, doing your lives. And I think one thing that I've never said, which I need to start to say a bit more, everybody's story is always about, I came across an ad and that's how I started the business. I actually came across a live that you were doing with three other business partners, and that was
Okay.
way back in 2022.
Okay.
One of the business partner we know together, she's Nigerian. I
Yeah,
can't
yes.
I can't quite remember who the third lady was, but it was that moment I listened to that live and I was absolutely glued. And I think it only lasted for about 10 minutes.
Yes, I
And
remember that.
I don't know why I clicked follow. I started following you, and I think it was because I could relate to you. I felt like this is a black lady, she's got African hair. She's telling me she lives in Melbourne, so she lives around where I am, and all I wanted was to know more, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember little Stan back then was like, I don't know, or probably was like 4 or 5 years old or something like that. And I used to
He was
want to,
actually two. I believe he was 2 years old.
when in 2022, because I,
Yeah,
I I became a lead. Really, I became a lead to you. I think it was around 2022 time.
2018.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He was actually three, going four. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because he was a bit of a big boy then. I
Yeah, yeah,
remember he was still a baby, but
yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's I feel personally like I've also witnessed your journey from the backstage to the front stage, and then seeing how the community reacted. Oh my God, Coach Alberta, Coach Alberta. And you've actually quit your job. You've quit your job. And what was even more inspiring was our coaches, and your who are your coaches, actually sat down and said, how are you doing it? Like, you've quit your job, how are you doing it? So it's amazing to see how you've succeeded. And I just quickly, before we touch on navigating job loss, I want you to just briefly share, how did it feel? I mean, there were a lot of tears, there were a lot of emotions, but Ho coming back home now, how does that feel, Alberta?
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. It is taking me back again to that event. Is that I'm on a live, please? Okay, I will. Thank you. Um,
That's
the
okay.
beauty of doing the business from home is you got your babies coming.
That's fine.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you're bringing me back to that moment where I just couldn't believe that I made it to the stage. That's one something that I
Wow.
still can't believe, that
Yeah.
it's unreal.
Yeah.
How did I make it there? And it's
Wow.
also really touching when I never knew that I inspired so many people.
S It was like everybody knew you.
Yeah, it was like, hey, how do they know me? And even they're calling Islander girl. And I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
an
what?
Islander boy. And
An
you know what
Islander
was
boy.
so cliche was Islander boy was wearing the t-shirt, the shirt he always wears on the lives. It was just, it's like seeing the brand walking.
But to be honest, when I I've never spoken in like in front of more than 400 people. That's one thing I must say, that when I first learned that I was gonna have 5 minutes talk, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, am I gonna do it? And I am not confident to talk in front of physically face people and talk.
Yeah.
But then I remembered, I told myself that if, I was challenged to do a live when
Mhm,
I started the business,
mhm.
why can't I challenge myself going and standing in front and just telling my story?
Mm.
It may
And
touch someone's, life. It may change someone's perspective of their journey.
mm,
And that's something that, you know, I didn't sleep at that because I was part of the planning team as well, and I only had 2 hours sleep. And before that, I never had a speech. I was like, because of the time frame, I couldn't do a presentation, like, proper um, presentation to use to do my talk. But then I thought, I had Maggie with me in the room at the hotel room, my mentee
yeah.
from Cairns. Sis
Mhm,
is there. We did a last minute hair thing, and then I said, because she arrived late as well that night. She
mhm,
arrived around 1:30.
mhm, mhm,
So we did the hair quickly, and I just told her that, please time me. I'm just gonna do this speech, and that's exactly 5 minutes. But when we were practicing, I did it for about 7 or 8 minutes.
mhm,
And then the thing is, I didn't know how to maneuver over with my husband being there. How do I give him part of my 5 minutes? Because I also wanted my team to be there for one, use a part of that 5 minutes. I
mhm.
really wanted,
Yeah.
you all to be there because
Oh.
it's like I am the one standing there now. I want you to be there next time and
Mm.
tell your story as well.
Oh. Oh my
And
God.
that's why I really wanted, out of that 5 minutes, I need 1 minute of my team. They're here, they made it happen. I want them to be here because I want to hear the story exactly where I'm standing. I want them in maybe next year, the following year. I want them to tell us their story. So
Mm.
that's something I felt so good about. Just being around you guys at the States and say, hey, if I can make it here, you too can.
Wow. Oh my God.
But it felt so good. Like I thought I was the only one sharing tears at the stage, but then I realized everyone was sharing tears, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm I'm just being real here.
Mm.
And this is something that we take for granted where we come from, and we must not forget that.
Mhm.
Even if we succeed, we must always
Amen.
acknowledge, where
Yes.
we come from.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and just listening to those other speakers really inspired me as well.
Mhm.
Very humble people, even though they're making, huge, huge amount, some of them are financially free. They were
Mm.
so humbled. And that's something that really actually touched me as well.
Hmm. You
So,
know, hmm, that's a nugget you've shared. Never forget where you've come from.
yeah,
You really honored your dad in a very special way. I've never heard the story. Um, you share it, and even on live, you don't share those things. That was very intimate, very special, yet so true. And you know where I come from? I think you guys and ourselves as Africans, we
yeah,
share those same values, never forget where you come from and always honor, you know, the people that, you did it so beautiful. You did it
thank you.
so honestly. I don't want to move you. I don't want you to cry. Um, but your story was so touching. It really was. Um, and well done, Alberta. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Rijeko. It feels so good to hear it from my mentee. I don't know how to say this, but it feels like I'm in a journey, not for myself,
Mm,
but for others as well. And the very first people are the atheists who are. I know I really want to hear their story on stage as well.
You haven't replayed it? You haven't
Pardon?
found you haven't replayed it? You replayed you talking the story?
I did.
Okay.
I do it every like. I think my boys are tired of me playing it over and over.
Yeah.
And then the music that I picked is the music that touched me when I was going through that.
Mm,
It was like, and it gave me hope that, hey,
mm, mm,
you can actually carry on your dad's legacy and
mm,
keep doing what, continue from where he left. Because my dad is a community person.
mm, mm,
He didn't have any wealth, but he
mm,
had a wealth of giving to the community freely.
mm, mm, mm,
And then so yet so humble. So that's something that I've always learned from him.
mm.
Yeah.
So fast forward a little bit to the success part of where you've actually quit the job and you're an inspiration to many, and that becoming a reality. I know it's very special. I know it's so real. It feels like a dream you're waking up to. But yeah, just tell me, like, what else is going on in your head?
Good question. I think I need to do more.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to do more. I want to develop um a place or a place where people can freely talk about who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that, because everyone's journey, everyone's got a unique journey.
Mm,
And I want them to share it freely with the others, not to boast about it, but
mhm.
to inspire others
Yes.
and share authentically that it's not always a straight road to where
Yes.
you will go through a lot, but
Yeah.
should it stop you from achieving big dreams that you've been always dreaming of?
Mm,
And looking at where I am at now, and looking like I was so grateful that I had some time with Trudy, you know.
mm, 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 mm,
And when Trudy is speaking to me, I am picturing still got this amount of years
mm,
that where people retire,
mm,
really retire from their jobs,
mhm,
from the government. Where do I see myself now in that, and what
mm.
do I do about it?
Yeah.
Where will I be serving, or where should I place my time apart
Mm,
from doing this online business as well?
right.
Yeah, so it's kind of, it's coming to reality actually, that, and and for me is I want to build this business for time freedom,
Yes.
financial freedom.
Yeah.
I'm not intending at all, even if someone pays me trying to double my pay just to go back to a job, I will never take it.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm, mm.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's just really getting the discipline of budgeting. And I've really learned from the successful business owners as well in our community.
Mhm,
Just sitting around and talking to them and their journey as well. It's very, very similar to what I'm going through at the moment.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. And
Wow.
it's amazing when someone has done it and is
Yeah.
sharing it, yeah,
Yeah.
journey with you. And so you know that it's not only you that's going through that transition.
Yeah.
You
Mm,
will. It's still unreal, but
mhm,
your mind is, is set up for success in this journey.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm. Words of wisdom. I'm learning a lot. Wow, I'm learning a lot. I cannot wait to see myself 3 years from now.
Yeah.
I'm really learning a lot. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you so much. I guess to round up, we hadn't planned this, by the way, guys. We I it's completely kind of like free spirited live, but I guess to go into navigating job loss and strategies and to round up our life, tell me, of what you've been seeing and hearing from people right here in Melbourne. What's been happening?
Thank you. So I've been approached by a couple of, families and friends that have been laid off
Yeah,
jobs,
yeah.
and um, they're asking for help to, find a job for them, as some of them are trying their best to go back into a job, but because of certain conditions, a lot of, companies wouldn't want to employ them back.
Mm.
And one of them is age.
Oh yeah,
Age is
that's true.
something that once you're laid off, and if you're in your even 40s or 50s, it's really hard to get a job today, to
It's
go back
true.
into, a job, because companies would want to save and employ young ones,
Mm.
not not the age you are at.
Yeah.
Another thing that has hit me hard is the people that are going through this have never had a side hustle, a plan
Yeah.
B
Yeah.
for themselves. And I can just feel, um, I would say, sorry or sad.
Yeah.
And I would try to help in any way, but the only thing I would recommend is starting an online business.
Yeah.
That's because online is sustainable. That's
It's
how I see that.
sustainable. Yeah.
Yeah. And especially our business, that the company that we're partnered with is 51 years old. Like,
Mm.
who would who would do anything other than choosing this? And the tools that are given, the automated system that is free to use, and having mentors and coaches that have been there. Why
Yeah.
can't they duplicate that with you?
Yeah.
So, and even they don't have any idea, any experience about, business, starting a business, or just,
Mm.
having an online skill.
Mm.
And that's what I tell them. You can do this from scratch. You
Yeah.
don't need experience. We can actually,
Yeah.
and because you are available here in Melbourne,
Mm.
like, we can come to you and sit with you and
And coach
go
you.
through with you, yeah, and coach you and mentor you, and
Mm.
you will feel, you know so blessed that at least you've got someone physically present for you there.
Mm.
It's totally different from someone who's online and trying to show you on Zoom and do all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel for them,
Mm-hmm.
and I also feel like it scares me,
Mm.
and I don't know how to help them. But for me, I would really recommend starting an online business.
Mm.
Yeah, because I feel them and I know what they're going through.
Mm.
And so, if even to those that are employed today, starts a side hustle, because you never know what happens tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Because
Mm.
technology is replacing jobs now.
Mm.
Technology is outsourcing jobs.
Yeah.
Companies, businesses, they want to make profit. They want to
Exactly.
save money.
Yeah.
They are not going to hold you there, until whenever. So, to be on the safe side, I really encourage people to start an online business. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, but if the desire is big, you can achieve whatever it is that you can achieve now.
Mm. And the good thing about this online, I just want to add, is if you're somebody who's, you're in that predicament, you've been you've lost your job. The good thing about online is it's flexible. You do it in your own time. Even if you were to decide that, okay, I want to travel, we're living in Australia, you decide, okay, I'm going to go back home, you go back with the business,
Yep.
you go back with something
Yeah.
tangible. you know Even if you decide that, okay, I'm going to move industry, okay, I'm not going to work here, maybe let me do this. Fine, you can do that, but you've got that flexibility, you still have your business. And if that new pathway doesn't work out, that will push you to even do your business even harder. So it's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Having this business, to me, it's a win-win situation. And it's the greatest retirement plan that you could actually give yourself and your family.
Definitely.
So I
Definitely.
concur. I concur with you. And people also need to realize that the era that we are moving in, just like what you're saying, 2025 going towards 2030, digital era,
Yep.
digital era. So I definitely concur with you, there, Coach Alberta. Tell me, if we've got somebody out there bumped into this live, saw the heading, and they're like, you know what? I want to try. I want to try. I need to do something. If we've got somebody out there, even if it's just one person that we can inspire, move, how can they get started, coach?
Thank you, Rijeko, for that. So, the only way to start this business is to get into through our website. And we must, why we require that, that's the entry door to our business. And we really want you to go and start with our webinar. We are committed to doing webinars every week, twice. We have live webinars every Wednesday. Australia, Melbourne time will be 10. Other countries, you need to convert your time. And we are so committed. You will hear from different panelists. You learn about the business model that makes it so flexible for us as mothers, as nurses, as full-time workers to still run this business. So we would like you to go and really check out the webinar. So in order to do that, you get through our website. So you will see Rujeko's website is on the screen there. It starts with www.rujekomandela.com, and mine will be www.albertataguskalana.com. You will receive emails that will come and also remind you of the webinar. The webinar is very, very important. It's the key way to you knowing what you're looking for.
Mhm,
Once you watch the 90 minutes webinar, then the decision is all yours.
mhm.
It's self explanatory. So we'd love to help you. We'd love to guide you. If you need guidance, message us, shoot us an email. We're more than happy to guide you with the first step.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach Alberta. I didn't mean to make you cry.
That's okay.
But thank you so much. Yeah, and from me and Coach Alberta, I want to say thank you so much for all of you guys that have been tuning in live. I hope that you found this very informative and also inspiring. And we are definitely looking forward to seeing you guys on the inside. God bless you, and it's good night from us.
Good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.